Welcome to IFMA Madison Squadcasts, interviews with leaders, presenters, and members of the award-winning IFMA Madison chapter. Squadcasts are a production of IFMA Madison's news crew. And here is today's IFMA Madison Squadcast with your host, Carol Schaefer.
Hello and welcome. I'm Carol Schaefer, and when I am not your friendly neighborhood squadcaster, I am the Vice President of Business Development with Freedy & Associates General Contractors. I am speaking with Facilithon Wisconsin champion Amy True and IFMA Milwaukee past president Zach Farrar today. Amy, can you share a little about yourself and how you're involved in the Facilithon?
Absolutely. Hi, everybody. My name is Amy True. I am the chapter champion for the Wisconsin Facilithon, as well as the IFMA Southeast Wisconsin Service Committee Chair, board liaison, as well as I participated in Skills USA during my time in high school quite a few years ago. So this has really come full circle, as we'll talk a little bit more about.
Great. Zach, can you share a little about you and what the Facilithon is with us?
Sure. Hi, my name is Zach Farrar. I'm a Senior Facilities and Operations Management Consultant with Jacobs Engineering. We're an international Fortune 250 engineering firm. It's a facility management talent pipeline starting in high school through Skills USA, advocated by Mike Rowe of Discovery Channel. We've got 400,000 students who participate all around the country, and Wisconsin is actually where the Facilithon program started in 2014. And now they're in 14 states and DC, and Facilithon's first Canadian competition was last year.
Amy, can you tell me how this competition works?
Absolutely. So when a student arrives, especially at our state competition that we'll have here coming up and talk a little bit about, students will go through three pieces of the competition. The first is the common sense quiz or our multiple choice quiz. This really gives students an understanding of the types of situation and questions that they may run into within the facilities world. They then get into the role play situation. So what they are given is a scenario that they could experience, again, within the facilities workforce, and they're given 15 minutes to review and put together their response to the situation, how they would handle it from a safety standpoint, employees, everything along those lines. They then bring that to the judges, and we grade them on a number of different aspects. Their last piece of the competition is the FM Challenge Emergency. This is a on your feet thinking portion. So they are given about 2 to 3 minutes to review another scenario, quick thinking, and then they bring the resolution, again, the solution to that to the judges to provide some feedback on as well.
Amy, I heard about the FM Challenge Emergency and how students really love that part.
I believe so. From my participation in judging the state competition last year, we had a lot of really great responses to that on your feet thinking portion. So I think it was well received and well presented from the students as well.
That's really great to hear about the students' perspective. Zach, can you share what it's like to judge a Facilithon competition?
Yeah, absolutely. It is extremely exciting, especially that FM Challenge Emergency, seeing these kids think on their feet. You know, everyone that you're engaging with at these competitions is already a high achiever. These are the future leaders of whatever industry they want to be involved in. And really, that's sort of the idea of Facilithon, is how do we get this talent to come into facilities management, and exposing them to what that looks like through this competition is exhilarating. You get to see what they're bringing to the table, and you get to get excited about, you know, how great they are. So it's a lot of fun, and I'm really looking forward to judging at the state competition again this year.
As Zach mentioned too, a lot of these students come in with these amazing skills that they have and don't necessarily realize that they can put them all together to support and be strong in the facilities world like we bring with this competition. So I think it really brings those two pieces together, their skills as well as highlighting what they can do within the FM space.
Amy, I've heard a bit about innovation in the Facilithon. Are there any new things happening?
Yeah, so in addition to some of the Skills USA competitions that we're talking about, on the Facilithon side, we have the Facilithon Wellhead program that is new this year. That is a offering for students to get more involved in training, job shadowing, internship opportunities, things like that within the facility space. This is going to be huge, providing that pipeline and that access to these resources that students may not already have. Our industry then will have that direct connection to our Facilithon competitors who can sign up with that authorization to really build that pathway forward to their future careers.
Okay, I understand there's a Facilithon competition coming up at the Alliant Energy Center next month. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
That'll be happening on April 25th and 26th at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison. At that competition, we will have a display table and booth, as well as that evening on the 25th have a team mixer where our team with Facilithon can engage, as well as with potentially some of these other companies that are interested. Then on the 26th, the Wednesday, we'll be judging the Facilithon competition finals. That runs from about 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. So through that time, we'll see those students come through, have the ability to talk with advisors, other company members, things like that.
We have both morning and afternoon judging shifts, as we have a lot of student competitors. And you can sign up using the QR code we're attaching, or go to fmpipeline.org/volunteer to get on our judge list. And one thing I would like to say is, even though there are shifts for the morning and the afternoon, I could not pull myself away. I was there all day running around judging until the last kid was out the door. I cannot explain more how much fun this is. And I think everybody else will feel the same way once they get involved.
Amy, Zach mentioned something about other states. What's the story on that?
Yeah, so the Facilithon is occurring in a number of different states this year, and we continue to grow each year and add other states to the portfolio. So this year coming up in April, where we're seeing these state competitions run, we have states such as Colorado, Vermont, Florida, Arizona, Texas, California, Tennessee, Wyoming, Ohio, Wisconsin, Massachusetts, as well as others.
Amy, do you have any parting comments for us?
We have our Facilithon website, fmpipeline.org. We've talked about a lot of great stuff here today. I think the biggest thing is get involved, whether it's getting involved from understanding a little bit more about Skills USA, or of course coming to the state Facilithon competition in Wisconsin, or wherever your state might be, to help support these kids moving forward in the facilities world.
Well, folks, Amy True from Johnson Controls and Zach Farrar from Jacobs Engineering and Southeast Wisconsin IFMA. Thank you for telling us about the Facilithon High School FM program, where it's going, and how to sign up to judge on April 25th at the Alliant Energy Center. If you'd like to experience the Facilithon competition at the Alliant Energy Center on April 25th, click our attached QR code or go to the fmpipeline.org volunteer website. Thank you.
Thanks for listening to today's IFMA Madison Squadcast. Squadcasts are a production of IFMA Madison's news crew. If you have an interesting topic you'd like to share or hear about, please contact us at squadcast@ifmadison.org. That's squadcast@ifmadison.org.